Hello, this is just to explain why there was no video on Friday there. I had uploaded a video early Friday morning at 6 o'clock and I had scheduled it for 4 p.m. And then about 3:30 on Friday I realised that I hadn't put the actual testing of the cattle in the video. So I went and deleted it so that it wouldn't go out at 4 o'clock, and I re-edited the video again and tried to upload it, and it just wouldn't let me upload it for some reason. I think you're only allowed to do one a day. So then the whole time over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I was trying to do it again and it just wouldn't let me, because maybe I was deleting the video and had the video edited, but it just wouldn't let me upload. So I've just, from yesterday morning was Sunday morning, and I deleted everything then, and I'm just going to leave it now till tomorrow morning, which is Tuesday morning, and start fresh and see will it let me. And I tried to do YouTube live, but it needs verification, I think, and I sent him a picture of my driver's license and it got denied, and I sent a picture of my passport and it got denied. So I don't know how I get onto those advanced levels. I think maybe you need to be on YouTube for a longer period of time or something like that. I don't know, but if anyone knows, stick it in the comments and just let me know. But it's just to apologise for it. I have been trying the whole weekend to get it up and it's just not happening for me. So I really hope, now this is Monday morning here now, and it's been a fully wet weekend. I wouldn't have had much video, and anyway it's just been spilling here the whole weekend. It's absolutely shocking. So this is Monday morning now, but there's a guy coming to meet me today that I explained before, and we're going to do a bit of fencing, so I'll get this video out anyway. But it's just to apologise for people, because when I say I'm putting out videos on Tuesday and Friday, that's what I want to do. Whether, you know what I mean, whether they're only 5 minutes or 25 minutes, I want to do what I say I'm doing. So hopefully on Tuesday morning, I'll be able to get this video sorted out. Now I'll have to stick this into it, so I'll have to re-edit the whole thing again, and hopefully maybe stick a different name on it. Maybe it's linking the name to it and not doing it again or something. I don't know. I'm not fully up to date on those sort of things. So if anyone knows or has any advice about it, if anyone that's on YouTube happen to be watching my videos and they know, let me know what's going on. So fingers crossed, Tuesday morning we'll have it out hopefully. But like this will be in the video again. It's just to apologise for it, and sorry about that. Hello and welcome back. Today I'm just showing out a couple of leak buckets to the cows, where I had them in the yard and sort of half forgot about them, but they're coming up to calving now, so they actually are pre-calvers. So I had planned on giving boluses for the first time this year to the cows, but just with the way things went with TB and everything, I was unsure of everything, so I didn't. So I'll go with the buckets for now, and see if we might do the boluses next year. But I was just looking at the cows there anyway. I don't see any lumps. I didn't get the video the other day for the other video because it was lashing rain and the crush is outside. They want to have a home. Oh, excuse me. If you're up where I have the slats, I have the crush on the inside the shed, so I couldn't set the camera up. It was just too wet. So hopefully in this video we'll get the reading of the test, but I don't see any lumps on any cattle as of yet, so fingers crossed, hopefully we're good to go. But hopefully you'll see later in this video the reading of the test. And just getting back to some fencing here along this ditch and along there, where I had actually put down the stakes when I had the digger, and I didn't even get to staple up the wire, so we're going to do some of that now. And I actually see where the cattle must have been scratching and they broke one of the strainers. I don't think I'll get that done in this video, but it needs a new strainer there as well. So yeah, it's very windy there. Only getting back to stapling up this wire now. But anyway, we get it done. I sorted, the cattle were in these sort of sections anyway. I wasn't too bothered about it, and actually they have a hole over there as well that will need a couple of posts in it. So I think it's given Friday to be wet. I actually had planned on mowing today and baling up Friday, but I looked at the weather and Friday's to be a spilling wet day, so I would have baled it tomorrow, only I'm reading the test for the cattle, and it wouldn't be so bad. I probably still could have done it if I was testing early in the morning or late in the evening, but I'm testing in the middle of the day, so that just affected altogether. Yeah, so the silage is still on hold. But look at your man Schooner, I think he's back off holidays, so maybe I might get him on Friday, because we have an awful lot of posts to put down. I might stick on the post driver when we go around and spend the day putting down posts. It just might be an option, but that'll probably be the next. This is the strainer where I don't know whether it just broke at the top of the ground or the cattle were scratching, but you can see it moving there. It's broke, and then it has loosened the wire up along here. Now that's very windy, I don't know if you can hear me or not. Has loosened. Look at, I needed to staple that up anyway. You can see where I put down the new stakes. So that one's very loose actually. They could have been scratching again as well. And even over there, the same thing, the wire is down. But the wire is all loose now, and you can even see here where there was a pallet and a gate. Like I want to fix all this, because the calves, or actually when the sheep were, there's nothing like sheep to make a hole. In the winter there, when the cattle were going off this, I let the sheep in here just to tidy up after the cattle. And you can see the wool on the feckin' wire. If there was a bit of a hole at all, they'll be through it. So there might have been a small bit of a hole, but a calf wouldn't have been able to get through it, and the sheep have just made it bigger, and this is the same over the other side. But I want to try and fix up all this and get that pallet down and get that sheep hurl away and fix up all this. I might need the tractor and the loader, maybe bank up a bit of clay there. And I was coming through the gate, and the Jeep was skidding going through the gate. Like the ground is fairly wet. There was serious rain here last Monday, serious rain, and like the meadows, I think I said before, we were just about to get really going at the silage when the weather broke. Like that must be 3 weeks ago now. Like some of the meadows are feckin' destroyed. Like they would have been just getting heavy at that point. And now with the rain and the heat, with the extra growth, and they're gone down and everything has got, and the feeding value in some of them just won't be great. But anyway, look, we keep talking about when this good weather comes. The good weather might never come at all, you know. So even if we could get a couple of days together to do some of the silage, even if it wasn't sunny, as long as it wasn't raining and no rain forecast. Even my dad has, I don't know, 20 or 30 acres, and he was going to make hay on it all, and he's talking to him this morning, and he'll have to make silage on it all now. Like they're gone too heavy, and there's some weeds in it as well, and it'd take forever to make hay of it. So he's going to wrap it all, I think. But still, he has just a mountain of stuff to get through. But anyway, going back to the fencing, I'll probably stick. Look at the stables here. Oh, I dropped one already. I don't know where he went. Oh, I see him out there. One of the small ones. Leave the fencing pliers there, I can get it on the way back. Just see it all along there, where it probably wants another few posts. That's all the post I had at the time, but I have more now. So look, it's not a great fence anyway. Probably need to be renewed in a few years, but the more patching you can get out of it, the better. It just lasts for a couple of years longer without having to renew it. See how bad that is there. I'm after lifting this one up. It was quite hard to get back up, just with the weight of the wire line on it. But we'll see, can we get it back in now? I don't know whether. Once I get one staple in it, I'll be laughing. Should have really started at the bottom, but just with the pressure that was on it, that bush had grew out a bit there, and it was keeping it down as well. So look, we'll get this stapled up, and there's a little bit over the far side there as well. I'll show you them when it's on. Hello, it's just Thursday here now, and just have the cows in ready for this reading of the test. So didn't see anything visible, but now you might say the shed's mucky. I didn't put any straw there on. They're only in for an hour, a couple of hours, but I will have to scrape that out with the bucket at some stage. Just the calves, the Charlie calves, they're spring cabin ones, and like they've probably got maybe a bag or two of nuts since they were born. Like very little, nothing, you could say nothing. So I'm extremely happy with them. Wouldn't be weighing them till probably maybe the end of August or so, or maybe in September, and maybe I'll start giving them a bit of meal then. But I'm very happy with them, how they've done. So look, we'll get this on camera today, because actually the rare thing of the sun is shining today. Well, it was raining here this morning, but we should get it on time lapse. That's if the vet says okay. I need to ask him, because he didn't do my last test. But this is my setup at home. It's not great in the shed there, and to come out of the shed here just into a holding pen. This crush was actually here. My dad used it. It was a wooden crush. I just added a bit onto it and put on a new crush gate. I just done this as well. It's just very patchy. I stuck a gate on it, and this was part of the other crush that's up in the other shed. I just took one and put it here. And it was actually a pole, an ESB pole or a telecom pole, and cut in half, and they're the same poles, just put concreted in the ground. And look, it's probably here 30 years, you know what I mean. Now if I was staying in cattle and getting into more cattle, I will need to renew it, and I want a concrete. Depends what I'm doing with the sheds here, but I'd want to be concreting all this here and making a proper pen there and doing things properly. But actually, all the barriers and stuff that's up in the slatted shed, I did get for here. I actually got that for here, but then I just happened to get the slats. So all the barriers up there, I put them in up there. I was going to make a proper pen there, and put down a couple of posts there and make things easier coming out of the shed, that all the gates would be swinging and all like that, and could be took up out of the ground, put them in sleeves. But anyway, it didn't happen, because I ended up getting the slatted shed to rent. So this is just a little bit of a mess at the minute, but look, you can't have everything right. But the only thing is, if you've got any amount of cattle, you sort of need a decent setup, or you're at nothing. This is just bearable now. It's just bearable where they wouldn't be fecking jumping out, and like I need to put, this gate is here, and I need to get hangers for that, just so that gate can be hanging there like that. Oh, it never ends, but the hanger's not a big job. I just need to let it go and get them. So actually, I might... Well, that's extremely good news. We got clear. That's one down and one to go. But as I don't know whether you've seen it on the video, it was on time lapse there. Like, one of the cows jumped out, and I tell you could wring me shirt. We finished all the others, and then she hopped out just across there. I'll show you now in a second. Then she went all the way down this field. Then she hopped another ditch down to another field. But I actually have a laneway there. And lucky enough, I got her into the laneway and got her up. But I tell you one thing, lads, I am sweating. Normally I have the gate coming to here, and I have it latched, and then there's gates there, but I didn't. Just things were different, and the gate swung back to there, and this was open. So she jumped out across the wire there, and I had to put that gate there then. Like as I was saying earlier in the video, the setup here is only very mediocre at best. It really is. And as I said, like all the stuff up in the slatted shed I bought for here. So if I continue to rent the slatted shed, I'm going to have to buy more stuff for here, but I didn't want to do too much here, because if I end up putting a slatted shed here or renovating this shed to put slats in, I didn't want to have to change things here, and that's why I was sort of holding off a little bit. But probably next year we're going to have to spend maybe $5 grand on a few barriers and a crush and just a few posts. Like, look, I have bales there and gates, you know what I mean? If you had a couple of posts here and those barrier things, like what I have up in the slats, just going from post to post, and you can take the whole thing up, it just would be brilliant. It would be brilliant. So anyway, look, I'm happy with that. We're one step closer to getting clear, but the only thing is, like, I think I said in the video as well, like I've 2 pedigree cows left. It has completely wiped out all my pedigree stock. Like if it had been the other way around, where I had took your commercial stock and left you with the pedigrees, it wouldn't have hit you so hard in the pocket, and maybe you still could have continued on with the pedigrees. I don't think I'll continue on with the pedigrees now. The 2 cows I have, when they calve this time, I'll probably let them go back to the Shirley bull. But I have 3 Simmental heifers there coming on. I just don't know yet. It's very hard to continue with the pedigrees when just being hit so hard this time, and hit financially really. It just really hits the pocket, and like farming's tight enough as it is without that. So anyway, Big shout out to Dennis Doyle. Thanks very much. He let me set the camera up, and there was no problem videoing there, but it was on time lapse, so that was grand. So shout out to Dennis Doyle vets. They're brilliant. Even Jared came out the last day, and really happy with them. They're very good. So look, actually I just went through the camera there, and it's up on maybe 17 or 18 minutes, so I'm not going to stick any more in this, but like I will, where I had the ewes down at the road, where I said down at the road, I'm going to be moving these cattle down there tomorrow. I'm just going to see will they finish up that bit of silage. And like tomorrow's Friday, it's be a spilling wet day. This video will be coming out tomorrow. I'm just, as I said before, I'm behind in my videos, where I need to get a little bit ahead of myself. I'm on top of it now. That like I'm only finishing this video now, and it'll be going out tomorrow. So I have to edit it either this evening or get up at 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that and do it early. But yeah, I'll be moving them down to the road where I had the ewes, because I've moved the ewes a couple of weeks now, and there's a lick of grass down there now, and I don't have to test. It'll be the middle of September again, so they can go down there, and I probably won't be quite as busy then. Maybe I will be, I don't know. I'll be in the middle of calving then as well, middle of calving when I'll be testing, so that's going to be a bit of a stressful time on the cattle then. But look, we'll see how we go, and hopefully we'll be able to just take them a little bit handier and maybe divide them up in smaller batches, but anyway, we'll work that out as we go. Yeah, so moving those cattle tomorrow, and as I say, I've loads more fencing to do. If I can get that lad to give us a hand to drive the tractor, put down posts, but this will be all in the next videos, and then I'm sure in the next video hopefully we'll be back at some silage, and if we can get a couple of dry days. So again, anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks very much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Just hit the button. It helps the channel, helps me no end, and it doesn't cost you anything. So we'll catch you at the next one. Good luck.